Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Vice Versa Tarot. There's the box anyway. And there's names on the side here that I butcher like nobody's business. If I can do this correctly, I think you can see the spelling. Now, if you want to look up these creators, you can do that fairly easily. There's also a website. I'll show you that in a second. The website is right here. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want to. That way you can, again, check this out. Look it up. Check out the website if that's of interest to you. Okay, supportive oracle cards. Magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. Website's at the bottom there too. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want to search that out. Okay. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? I like what we have. We just got to go a little farther. I don't want to do it anymore. I keep getting, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. There's you got the Hierophant upside down, which I tend to read things right side up. I don't want to do it. I keep getting, I don't want to do this anymore. And I know that I don't want to do this anymore. Ooh, success pushed out from the center of the deck. So, whatever you don't want to do anymore, like, this is interesting. It's kind of like, I feel like this isn't working for me anymore, and I'm just putting on a brave front like I want to. Maybe I'm letting other people think what they want to think, but I'm like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And other people have moved forward like I can't go. Other people have made the decision that I can't go anywhere, but I'm kind of like, well, I haven't made that decision that I can't go anywhere. And I'm also realizing if I change things, I'm going to bend this person out of shape. It might be more than one person, but if I do change things, other people are going to be bent out of shape. They feel like they got me tangled up in what they want. They think they have me secure in what they want. They think they have me locked in to what they want. But you know better. You're kind of like, no, if I want a way out, I'll get out. I'm feeling like I'm going to have to let go of a connection. That something has gotten pretty stale. And maybe at one point I got along well with this person, but because of the way things are going and I don't want to be a part of this anymore, and they're not accepting that, I'm starting to accept that, maybe we're just not going to be on good terms after this, and I think I'm trying to make peace with that. I don't really want to do that. It's not what I'm looking to do. I don't really want to create discord. But I'm kind of like, if that's what it takes for me to be happy again, maybe I have no choice. Because the way it's currently going, it's making every day heavy. Very heavy, and I don't like it. I feel like it's already happened. You got the Ten of Swords at the top, but you got the back side of it, I'm noticing. It's kind of like, I feel like it's already been decided. I just haven't finished it off yet, but it's already started. I feel like it's already started, and I'm kind of just accepting where it's going. I feel like judgment has already been rendered, and I'm going to move forward. I already know I'm going to. I feel like you know yourself well enough, kind of like, I can't keep this up forever. It's already a done deal. I already know I'm going to go on. I already know what I'm going to do. I think it's just about making peace with this person. Like, is there more that's going on at this point in the story? I'm not happy about it, but I can do it, and I feel like I don't really want to do it, and maybe I'm trying to tell myself I'm not going to do it, but I know that I will. It might be one of those things where I'm saying, no, I won't do it, even though I know I'm gonna, because it keeps coming back up in my head. It keeps coming back up, keeps coming back. No, I'm not going to do that. And then it pops in again. No. What? No. No. Sooner, but I feel like for those of you this is going to click with, you're going to be like, no, I know when that happens, when that pattern starts clicking in, it's just a matter of time. I can only hold myself off for so long because I don't like what I'm doing. I don't like my connection here. You're not looking forward to the disconnect. You would like to keep this person on positive terms, but it's more about the way they're handling the situation. You can't control how they feel. You can just make decisions for yourself, and they're going to feel the way they're going to feel. You can try to be nice about how the change happens, but you still have to respect the need that you have to change. Sagittarius always changes. They just constantly are in the... I just feel like you guys are always in flux. Always, always. There's always changes, always new things. I feel like I have to just be at peace with what it was and go forward to the next situation. I feel like I have no choice because it's become too heavy. I'm really unhappy. I feel like that's what this reading is. I feel like it keeps going back to that same thing. You do have success and good cheer coming out. It's just having the courage to do it. Does this other person have any type of inkling that this is going to happen? Are they just pretending like it's going to work out their way? Does this person realize where this is going? Yeah. They're pretending they don't, because they're trying to get you to last as long as they can. But they know. Because I get the Lover's card on its side. They know this isn't going to last for forever. Six of Swords reversed is like they can't get away from it. They're pretending it's not happening, but they know it's happening. They know what's coming. They know that I feel like, especially with this rose on the back of this person's jacket or poncho or whatever you want to call that, cape, probably a cape. They're trying to make it look better than it is. They're trying to make it look like you can't go because they want to keep you around as long as possible doing what they want. But they know you're going to go. They know you're going to go. When you actually do tell them, when this actually happens and you move on, how does this really affect the connection between the two of you? I would be careful in the sense of, like, I would address it directly and just kind of like say, well, this is what I'm doing. Because they know. They know that you're going to go. I feel like this was just the next part of the story. I don't think it's going to be that bad. This is the back of the Death card, and it's actually a beautiful version of it. That's kind of talking about the new life coming from the death, in my opinion. The new life born from death. They knew. It's like they've been mourning this the whole time and pretending it wasn't going to happen, but they knew it was going to happen. I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's creating extra stress on you, and it doesn't need to. I feel like the message of this reading is kind of like, the longer you wait, it's just stressful for you. They know you're going to go. They know you're going to. The sooner you just kind of put it out there that you're going to be surprised that it's not as hard as you thought it was going to be. Because I don't think they're going to be mean to you. They knew. Like, okay, there's the Knight of Swords at the end. What is that talking about? See, there's not much being done here. I feel like they're ignoring you. I feel like they're going to ignore you afterwards, which I don't think is fair, but especially because they knew this was going to happen. I feel like they're just ignoring you and pretending like it didn't matter anyway. I don't know. I feel like they could be doing better. I think it's more just realizing, I don't think they're going to cause a fight. I don't think they're going to argue. I think they're just going to ignore you. So, like, whatever it is you have to do to tie up loose ends here, if you do need to tie up loose ends, I feel like if they don't have to deal with you directly, like if for example they have to sign some papers, if they can do it without seeing you directly, that goes more to your favor if they don't see you directly, if you're not in the same room as them. But if you're in the same room as them, I feel like they just try to ignore it, or they just like, yeah, I want to get to it, and like, or you know what I mean, or they don't do it properly. I feel like they're more difficult if you're in the same room, but if you're not in the same room and you just kind of leave them a note, like, I need this signed, and you left little point arrows where this needs to be signed, or it's like, this, I need this to happen, or I need my stuff from there. They'll do what they need to do as long as they don't have to see you, especially if you work it out to where they don't have to see you. They'll work it out. They'll do what they need to do for you. I don't think this is fair. I don't think this is fair because I feel like the way that they're acting is like they're accepting that they never had control, but like the fact that they were trying to have control over you, I just feel like that's toxic anyway. So I don't think that's fair how they're acting, but they're acting how they're acting. I feel like that one part though, like if you can set it up so that you don't have to be in the same room and they just leave them messages for what you need, that works better. Texting does seem a little bit more difficult because I feel like if you physically have something written down to where they like see it written on a table on a piece of paper, that seems to be easier. But if like you're texting them, I feel like they're very lagged in their response. So I don't know. Texting doesn't seem like it's easy. For some of you, if email is a possibility or something where you could write something out a little bit larger and whatever, I feel like that goes easier for some reason. Like, you know, instead of doing it, because texting, I feel like if there's niceties or anything like that, I feel like that becomes more of a block. But if I have it's all right there, it's all one communication, you know, what's going to happen, what you want, what they can expect, what you need, all the other good stuff. If it's in one communication, they can just read when they're ready to, without them thinking you expect an immediate response. I feel like that goes much easier for you. So take that wherever you need to take that, I guess. Is there anything I'm missing or needs to be said before I end this reading? Emperor and the Ace of Cups. The next situation coming forward is more what you're looking for. I wouldn't say the next person is perfect. They're going to have their flaws, but they're much better than what you're currently dealing with. You're going to be a lot happier with the next one. There is this like little like almost like this red blinking light. Like nobody's perfect. Let's remember that. Don't don't look past things that like kind of like go or like they do something you're like that's a little off color, but I guess it's fine. Address things in the beginning. The person that's coming in is great, whoever the next person is, if it's a work situation, whatever it is. The next one is really good for you, a really good match, but don't let certain things slide. Even if it seems minimal, but it sits funny with you, like you're like, that just seems a little off. Do yourself a favor, address it right off. Otherwise, it's going to repeat like 10 times over. And by the time you do address it, it's going to get really on your nerves. So if you address it in the beginning, not such a big deal, especially if it's like the first time happening, like you know, when certain people talk, they're very degrading in a very, like they make a joke of it. How do I explain this? It's like somebody like saying to me like, oh, you know, but you know, you're a goofy tarot reader, and like they're trying to make a joke of it, like that I read, because some people just don't like that. And anyway, it would be me giving like addressing that immediately, going, I really don't like you saying that. Like it's fine if you're not into it, but if you're not into it, just keep it out of the conversation. I don't like, you know, don't call me goofy. I don't like that. Like if you expect to get along with me or expect me in your life, don't refer to me that way. I don't like it. Like just, it may seem like it's just a minimal thing, but it's that minimal thing can become huge. Those things in the very beginning, I feel like, I hope that was a good example, because I feel like people do this to people, and it's very, sometimes slips under the radar. It's kind of like, oh, I didn't really like that, but I guess it wasn't that bad. But then when you really think about it, you're like, no, actually, no, that was kind of bad. I don't like that. Like, if that's how you see me, why are we dealing with each other? You know what I mean? You follow me on that? Okay, good. Hopefully. Okay. So, like, when the new one comes in, they're saying nip things in the bud in the very beginning. That way they're not an issue. Because by time, it's kind of like if you have a little seed, if you pluck it out before it really grabs too deep of a root, it's done, it's gone. We don't have to worry about it. But if it gets in there a little deep and it's a tuber, you might think you pulled out the seed, but then the little other pieces of the root kept growing, and then it pops up other places, and you never really get rid of it. That's, I think, the point with that. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.